Well, hello everybody, it's Mr. Lee David Carter here, and I wanted to talk to you about another podcast. And this is to do with binding, okay? Now, the intimate binding way. And I want to talk about my experience, and you can go by this whatever way you want, but I'm hoping that whatever I tell you now will be helpful regarding this subject, okay? With regards to binding. So being trans and assigned female at birth and feeling like the opposite sex, is it anything, you'll do anything to make yourself have what you call like a flat chest. And for many years I would do that to make it look flatter, to become more masculine, and looking at the gender dysphoria on the body and watching like we're doing in a trans community, should I say. This can also be seen by gender non-binary and also gender conforming on the gender spectrum system. So it's not just trans and or even regulars like cis people. Usually trans masculine-ish on the spectrum. So for a flatter chest appearance, there's lots of things that you can use to have that flat chest, basically. And I know that I did in the past. I used to wear a bandage. I used to bandage my chest up really tight in order to get that flat chest. But I eventually used a binder compression, and that's like a vest type in which I put it over my head, put it on, and it was very, very tight. So I haven't really got any to show you right now, but if you go on to Amazon and particular websites, Amazon's a very good place. Places like that, you'll be able to find these binders, like these tight compression vest tops, which are like bras, and you can have them short or you can have them long, basically. I used to wear the short one. You can have them long. I've worn the long one before as well, years ago. So, you know, and it gives you this, eventually, when you use this, it gives you this slightly more masculine appearance. So, by wearing these. So, I had top surgery done over a decade ago. And, you know, I've done first aid, worked in the health sector, so I do not bind with an, ace bandage, because the body needs to breathe, and it's not really wise to use a bandage, because there's serious implications, like with regards to your lungs, your ribs. If you're not binding properly, it can cause damage, and you know. So I just thought I'd share that bit of information with you guys. You know, all those out there that think that are binding or wanting to bind. So you know, it's really important to if you're going to bind, that you do it properly as well and safely. Really, to be honest, because of the consequences that can come from it, shall I say? So the other thing is duct tape. Right, now duct tape, which is like electrical tape, I mean, really, honestly, I really seriously wouldn't put that around your body. It's not really wise to use something like this. There are alternatives. There's like an athletic bandage called kinesiology. You can get it in all different colours, or K-tape as they call it, which is used. It's used in sports. And it's not as risky when it comes to the lungs and the ribs. So, you know, for this sort of thing, but it can cause damage to your skin, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about, because, you know, with duct tape, you know, it could damage your skin. Like, it's not good, you know, using something like this. So yeah, I would use kinesiology, which is an athletic type tape, or K-tape as you call it. I would, you know, I suggest that you try and use that if you're thinking of binding, or even, you know, there's multiple sports bras that you can get, which I've used, years ago, I used a sports bra, really tight sports bra, because I was quite big chested, and I used to wear that to tighten up my chest. So you can use that as well, basically. These are quite good. So there are other things that you can use to bind. And again, you know, with that you can get them long or short. If you look around and research on the internet, go into Amazon and places, you'll find them. Yeah, Google it even if you have to, and you'll find plenty out there. So this can be seen as a pullover. It can be like a zip top as well, like the binder. To bind the chest, the compression vest top. This can be zipped up. You don't have to put it over the top. It's just a small, like halfway, zip it up and unzip it and it's off. So you can use that as well. And for years I used one of these. I've used a particular compression vest top, sports bras. I moved away from the Bandage for years and used that, and went on to compression vest tops and sports bras, whatever I could find. Yeah, you know, sometimes it can be uncomfortable and sweaty, so you've got to make sure you wash it at least once a week, and keep them, even if you have to wash them in the shower and do it, just make sure that you wash them, really, you know, for hygiene purposes. So yeah, I used them years ago. You know, I had my transition over a decade ago, and you can also buy them in different colours as well, the vest tops. The binders, you can buy them in different colours now. There's a whole spectrum of colours, should I say, from which you can buy one of these as well. Things like going swimming, I used to wear binders as well. You know, it's a difficult one. You know, trying to cover yourself, but not wanting to expose that part of you because of dysphoria. You know, I always used to use the binder. So yeah, you can use it for that as well. But be careful when wearing the binders in the gym, because your body needs to breathe. And I'm a regular person that goes to the gym constantly. When I did go to the gym back in the day, I still go to the gym today, but when I did then, before I did transition, I would always wear like a sports bra or compression vest binder, something like that, to tighten myself up. But the only thing with that is, while going to the gym, is that it can be damaging when it comes to cardio, because, you know, with the compression on your lungs and things like that, not breathing properly, is quite dangerous. If you're doing some kind of sport that's quite active, should I say, I suggest that you don't wear it to the gym. Be careful with that, okay? So you need to consider that as well. Not to use binders, you know, while doing that, you know, and basically just wear them for a short while. I mean, if you're going to school, you're going to work, yeah, that's fine. But when you're at home and in the evening, you're going to bed at night, you know, don't wear it in bed at night. You know, wear it 8 hours a day if you have to, but don't wear it all the time, because your body needs to breathe, okay? So there's a bit of advice for you now. So yeah, if you're going to school, whatever, wear it in school, or going to work in the daytime, yeah, that's fine. But try and make it 8 hours a day and not like 24 hours a day, should I say. Let the body breathe. The other thing is you know, in my relationship with people, you know, I was like a boy from a young age growing up in London. I've not really, but not really worried about being out as such. It's a different generation then. Trans was not really recognised, so if you're out, you're out. So it all depends on your relationship with people. And I even wore sports bras at school. So really, at the end of the day, it's your decision. If you're not out and you want people to see you have a flat chest, then basically just wear layered clothing. Wear like a, you know, like a loose t-shirt or something, so you've got a little bit of room. But you know, with me, I just used to wear loose t-shirts, not too loose, not too tight, but just comfortable, and just enough to, you know, feel comfortable and let it breathe, the body and the compression vest and whatever underneath, to give you that flat chest, masculine type look, should I say. So yeah, really, the other thing is, which is, I'm not going to hide, if you want to afford one, there's lots of scholarships and places out there if you can't afford it. And if your parents might not approve of it, should I say, you know, there's lots of ways to get yourself a Visa card of money put in your account and go out and buy one, get the cash or whatever. You know, at the end of the day, it's all about you and your self-dignity and yourself being comfortable with who you are, you know. So yeah, really, I thought I'd share this video with you, give you a little bit of information regarding binders, hoping it will be helpful for you, for all those out there that are thinking of using a binder, whatever age you are, you know, whatever situation you're in, and to giving you the support and guidance that you need, or if you're already in that place where you are wearing a binder or wearing a bandage or whatever it is you're going through the process of working it out, figuring it out who you are regarding your gender, identity, whatever. Okay, so yeah, speak to you all soon. I'm going to be sending up some more podcasts and so forth, and lots more information, and probably elaborating a little bit more with regards to gender spectrum system in a lot of the podcasts. So I'll speak to you all soon. Love and light. Please press the subscribe button. I would love to have feedback, because I love people to give me feedback in order to respond back. Any questions that you want to ask, you can reach me on my website, leedavidcarter.com, and I'm on Instagram, Twitter, you know, not just YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, so forth. Speak to you all soon. Love and light. Namaste, and see you all soon. Speak to you. Bye for now. Bye.